Hail and greetings all, it's Ragnarok here, and today I'm going to show you how to save cucumber seeds. Which cucumber would have the best seeds to save? That's right, we want a cucumber that's been left to over-ripen on the vine. It's mature, and it's way past ideal harvest time, which means the seeds have matured and are ready to be collected. To collect them, we'll need a glass jar, a knife, and a scooping device, aka a spoon, to make our job a little simpler. The first thing we're going to do is cut the cucumber in half, like we're making a boat. When you open it up, you'll see inside it's very gelatinous and the seeds look nice and mature. So I'll take the jar here, grab my trusty spoon, and just gently scoop the insides into the jar. We're going to take all the seeds and the pulp, just scoop it out like you're getting ready to cook a squash. There we go, nice and easy. So we'll grab the next one and just do the same thing. I'll be doing all three of these into the same jar because they are the same cucumber. Now, if you had multiple varieties, you would not want to mix the seed together. You would obviously want a jar for each variety that you were trying to save. But you also want to try and maintain a cucumber seed that has remained true to its breed. If you've planted a bunch of different cucumbers together, you're probably not going to want to save those seeds. You're going to want to stick to one solid variety and avoid any chance that there was cross-pollination. So we're going to go ahead and just continue scooping. Scoop another one in and one more to go. Now don't forget that these cucumbers are still edible. Whether they're not to your crispest liking, they may still have a sour flavor to them, but they are still edible or could be used for any means necessary instead of garbage. That means your chickens, your pigs, your compost pile. It's better to use it for something than to waste it for nothing. So we have our last bit of cucumber here. I'm going to get it into the jar. It's a little juicy. All right, here we go. And that's that. Now we're ready to move on to the next step. But before we do that, I want to make sure that I get every single seed. That's including the ones that have squirted all over the cutting board. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some water. Just fill it up to the top. Now the water is going to help in the fermentation process to allow the pulp and the gel to separate from the seeds. We're going to go ahead, stir it up, and you're going to want to stir it up each day as the process goes along. We're going to go ahead and place this on top of the fridge, or anywhere you wish actually, and just let it sit for about 3 days. Like I said before, each day you're going to want to take it and stir it up a bit, get those seeds and gel mixed together, so that way they have a chance over time to separate. Now this is what it looks like after 2 days of fermenting. You can see there's a little bit of mold growing on the top, not a problem. But you can definitely see the bad, unfertile seed here at the top, a clear line that separates the fertile seed here on the bottom of the jar. That's what we want, more bottom than top. Now that we've let them ferment for 3 days, we're going to go ahead and scoop out the unviable seed that's remained on the top of the jar. Just go ahead and gently take each slimy spoonful and put it into a bowl or something else. It's going to end up in the compost or the chicken pile, one or the other. I'm sure they'll enjoy it. But you want to do this gently. You don't want to try and knock too many of the seeds back down into the liquid that's separating your fertile seed from your infertile seed. And this can be a process that will continue until we get every last one of the floaters out. Now I'm going to go ahead and just use my wire screen here to pour in the fertile seed. We want to make sure we get them all into the sieve here. And I'm just going to let what's left of the liquid drain out as much as possible. And then we're going to set them onto this cookie sheet. Now I did place a paper towel under the cookie sheet here to help absorb whatever extra liquid is still on the seeds. But I'm just going to go ahead and make sure we get every viable seed out of the sieve here. And then I'm going to take the back of the spoon and just spread them out into a single layer. This will help speed up the drying process, and also it'll stop any chance of them molding. Now these ones seem a little wet to me, so I'm going to go ahead and blot them off the top with another paper towel. Now yes, you're going to have a bunch of seeds that are going to stick to the paper towel, but I'm not going to throw it out. I'm going to flip it over, and there we go. Now we have a larger covered surface with a single layer of seeds ready to dry. So here we have our vial of dried cucumber seeds ready for planting next season. These I'm going to store in this vial, which of course I'll label as soon as I'm done here. But you can store these seeds now in any way that you see fit, whatever your preference is. So until next we meet, be well.